Hello. Beautiful Thursday. I'm hoping this one will be short because I don't really feel like talking much. But I was just thinking about trade-offs and thinking how all of our decisions in life, everything is just a set of trade-offs. It's hard to say sometimes if a decision is just intrinsically just better than another decision. We're usually just having to select for certain details. And what I notice is that for what we say yes to, we just have to say we're inevitably saying no to other things. And the inverse is true, of course. And some of us have a temperament where things that we are saying no to, we'll then focus on those more and ruminate and feel the loss. But I think it's important to be aware and to try not to do that. I'm reminded of, I think it was Mary Oliver, I could be wrong. It seemed like she had a poem or an essay once, and I can't remember exactly how she said it, but the imagery stuck with me, and it was something to the effect of, when you make a decision in life, the life you choose, the path you choose, think of it like a ship, and you board that ship and you take off. You leave the harbor, and as you're drifting out, you look back toward the harbor, and all of those other ships are potential paths that could have been yours. You could have just as easily stepped aboard those, but you didn't. And so the best thing to do to honor our own sacred journey is to wave fondly, bid them all a fine farewell, and completely inhabit your life there aboard the ship that you're on. And I think about that a lot. It seems that mostly we are just needing to, we list out with decisions, there's pros and cons, and we try to pick the decision with the pros that have the most value and the cons that I guess have the least value. So sometimes though, it isn't set up that easy. For example, leaving here, that decision has been made and unmade for years, multiple times, because it's been such a hard dilemma when you live in a place that you find to be so sacred. It connects you so deeply to whatever you want to call it, some eternal quality in life, of life and of existence, I guess, in any form. Taps you into some old timeless feeling. It just gives you such a deep peace. And then there's physical factors like very low humidity, wildlife, space, beauty, healthy, clean air, these things. But then what's missing? So those are huge pros. Those are such valuable pros. And then the cons are family. Missing family so badly. Missing friends. Practical nature of another place being a lot more affordable than here. And those are huge pros too, especially the family, the people, because they're just, they're more finite. This will always be here, I hope. I hope in this form, I hope an AI data center or a big developer doesn't find it. Hopefully the wildfire summers and the 3-foot deep snow winters will dissuade anybody. But yeah, it's harder when both of the pros are so important to you. So yeah. Because this decision's being made, though, as I was saying, it's going to be very important to me not to bemoan or begrudge anything. When I make the decision, it needs to be made in full. And as I move into that next phase, I need to love it and cherish it and not spend every moment wishing I was here and comparing everything to here, because that'll just end in misery for me and everybody around me. So the negativity bias is a really funny one to confront, because our emotional centers really want to take us there and roll around there. I don't think we should. I don't think we can do that to ourselves. Life's very short. There's a little bird over here, and every time he makes his song, it sounds like he says, "Sing with me, Tiffany." So I'm gonna get off here and do just that.